Hi, in this video I'm going to cover another custom visual. It's called the histogram chart. So the histogram chart helps you to visualize the distribution of data over a continuous interval or certain time period. So let's get straight to the visual. We go to the app source, we import the visual from app source, and it's right here, the histogram chart. And this is how it looks. So this is how the visual looks. This is the histogram chart. You've got the frequency and the range, and like I told you, shows history representation of the distribution of numerical data. Obviously the data needs to be quantitative. So let's close this. I've already added it. It's right here. So let's have that. But before we get to the visual, let's click outside in my report page, and I'm going to add a table. It has age and first name. Sorry, that's bar. Let's make that into a table. Let's have that at the left corner, left side of the screen. And let's just increase the size of the values within the table. So let's go to the formatting, click inside first. Always remember that, click inside, otherwise you won't see anything here. And yeah, okay, let's make it bolder. Let's use Arial Black as the font, and let's make it bolder. Okay, that's great. And now you come straight to the histogram visual. I was going to say Instagram. So yeah, we come to the histogram chart visual. And now inside this visual, what I'm going to do is I'm going to have the same fields that I had in my table. So I had my first name and age here, and even here I'm going to have my age and my values, and my first name in my frequency. So now this is the histogram chart. So what you're saying basically is, let me convert this into a count. Okay, so you're seeing the count of first names, as in the total list of names that I have here, the count of total names. And you see that it is showing me the age groups as well. It's automatically bifurcated. It's the total age into different brackets, different bins. Actually these are called bins in histogram. And on the left side of the, if you see, you have on the y-axis you have the frequency, and the x-axis you have the age. So let's go to the formatting options and see what options we have available for the histogram visual. So let's go to the general option, and yeah, so the bins is one important property that you have here that you can play around with. So right now the bins, I have 6 bins. So this is one bin, this is the second, third, fourth, fifth, and sixth. So I'm going to increase the size of the bins. I'm going to have 15 bins, no issues. So you know what, actually let's have 20 bins. So now you see that I have 20 bins in here. And if you look carefully on the y-axis, we have the frequency. If I turn frequency off, we'll have the density, but we don't want the density. It's not of use to us right now because we're working with age groups. And we turn on the frequency, and you could also increase the size. So let's go to the x-axis. Actually I don't want decimals, you know, age group in decimals doesn't look good. So let's make that 0. 1 second, let's make that 0. So that's 0. And okay, that looks good. Data labels, do we need data labels? No, we don't need data labels. Let's have border, and let's have a lock aspect property turned on. So now you see this visual we have right here, the histogram visual. So now when I click on any of the bars, so between the bin of 43 to 46, so this table on the left hand side of the screen will automatically get filtered. When I click on 51 to 53, it gets filtered again. Similarly, it also this histogram chart also helps you in finding outliers in your data. So right now, let's click in the background to disable the filter, and you see that people above the age of 77 and below the age of 82 are somewhere at the extreme, because these are people that might probably be retiring because they've crossed a certain retirement age and they won't be working in the organization any longer. So maybe this helps you with that, and maybe you can find out the number of young people that work in your organization. So if you have a look, we don't have anyone below the age of 30 working in the organization, and for an organization maybe that's not a very good thing. You need young people in your company, you know, to get new insights from the generation Z. So yeah, so the people between the age group of 77 to 82, maybe you want to take them out, maybe you want to retire them, whatever. So we just got one person, so maybe you throw him a retirement party or something. So you can also, yeah, I forgot to show this, you can also change the colors. So you go to data colors, and you could have an even column fill. So let's say I just have the alternate columns. I can make that white as well. White doesn't look good. Let's make it the sun green, and you could have a normal fill for all of them. Oh sorry, that's also for that's the odd fill, and this is the even fill. You could have that as well. So I could have blue there, and I could have a light purple here. So that is also something that you can do. So what the histogram visual does is, so basically a histogram provides a visual representation of numerical data by indicating the number of data points that lie within a range of values. So the range of values for us right now is the age. The higher the bar, the greater the frequency of data values in that bin. So we have the maximum number of people we have are between the age group of, in the bin of 33 to 35. In the age group of 33 to 35. So this looks great. So let's get back to our, okay, so I'm done with this visual. Thank you. I hope you learned something new. Stay tuned for more content on Power BI and other business intelligence tools. I'm going to continue with the series of Power BI custom visuals because I'm going to cover almost more than 50 of them, because there are many, but we can't cover obviously all of them. So I'm going to try my best to cover the maximum I can. Thank you. I hope you learned something new.